Welcome. Hope y'all are having a good day. God bless you. You woke up. Hope everybody had a good day at church. I know a lot of y'all attended. I didn't. I attended virtually. Shout out to Pastor Burgos. I was watching you. Good job. Good message. So right now, I wanted to come on and give a little inspiration, ask a question, and see how you all are feeling. All right. So as we get this thing started, everybody joining in right now, I appreciate you. Please like the video, share the video. As you've seen in the thumbnail, angels, right? Have you ever thought that you might have met one? Would you even know? Well, that's the topic of discussion, right? So I'm gonna lead off, first off, with the verse. All right, and it's important. This is an important one. So check it out. This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1 through 3. It says, "Let brotherly love continue. Do not forget to entertain strangers. For by doing so, some have unwittingly entertained angels. Remember the prisoners, as if chained with them, those who are mistreated, since you yourselves are in the body also," which means it could be you, right? But that verse is profound, man, because you think about this, right? Angels look like people. I mean, through the Bible, when the angels came to Abraham, they sat down and ate. The ones that went to Sodom and Gomorrah, they just looked like beautiful men, is what the Bible says. They were handsome men, desirable men. And when you read that passage, you're like, be careful to entertain strangers. And that's people that you don't know. That's what a stranger is. A stranger is somebody that you don't know. You don't know this person. So why would you, entertain them? Well, it says right there, because some have entertained angels unaware. That one person that comes up to talk to you or, maybe ask you for something, you never know. That could be a test. It could be a test. It could be them coming to see how your heart is. Heart check. That's how I like to look at it. It's a heart check. And then it says to remember the prisoners. Remember those people that are locked away. Like you all remembered me while I was gone, locked away inside of a cell. And it makes me also think how many of them people, are maybe angels. There are some people that get locked up that are wrongly convicted, that are innocent. It might be angels. So it says, don't forget about the prisoners. Don't forget about them. Do for them. Pray for them. If you could, put a little money on the books. You might even be that person's angel, to be real. I think about the J6ers. Got to look out for them brothers. If you could, write a letter, whatever, do something to help the family, whatever you could do. Appreciate it. There's a lot of brothers still locked up. But that verse, man, is just, it's been one of my favorite verses, because the more you think about it, and I'm going to tell you a story. All right. I was driving one day. I was about 23, 24 years old. I'm driving. Matter of fact, I was younger than that, because I only had Caden. So I was about 19, 20 years old. And I'm driving, Steph's with me, and we got Caden in the back seat, in the car seat. He's a baby. So we're driving, and I'm going down Summer Street, right? And as I'm driving down Summer Street, it's dark, it's late. I look out and I see this man laying on the side of the road. Okay, this is a true story. He's laying face down on the side of the road. So I turn around and Stephanie's like, "Yo, what are you doing? We don't know this dude." I'm like, "Just get in the back, sit in the back seat." So I go over, I pull the car over, I jump out, and I'm like, "Hey, you all right, man?" He couldn't even talk. Okay, this is the truth. This brother couldn't even make a sentence. I thought maybe he's drunk, right? It seemed like that. Like he couldn't even make a sentence, couldn't barely walk. He had blood leaking down his arm. And I go, "What's your name?" And he said, "Gerald," and gave me his name. And I said, "Do you need some help?" He goes, no, like mumbling. I said, "Man, let me give you a ride home. Where you stay?" First, I grabbed a baby wipe and I wiped I cleaned off the blood from his arm. And I get him in the car. I help him into the passenger seat. And then I go and I get in and I drive. So well, matter of fact, no, I'm lying. Before we drove, I prayed. I prayed for him. I said, man, I asked him, I said, do you mind if I pray for you? And he was like, I'm like, all right. So I prayed. This is the God's honest truth. If you don't believe me, you can ask Stephanie. She was right there. I prayed for this man. And I asked God to take away whatever it was that was, holding him down, to make him sober-minded and, bring him some peace and to remind him that he's loved, that God loves him. You know what I'm saying? And after I was done saying this prayer for this man, I kid you not, it was like he just was faking the whole time. He was coherent. He told me where to drive. And I said, all right. And it was maybe 2 minutes, a 2-minute drive. I drive him. He was by Freddy's Steakhouse. Never forget it. And I'm like, I'm going to help him out the car because maybe he's still drunk. And so when I go to get him out the car, he looks at me and I forget exactly what he said, but he told me thank you. And he said something. I can't remember, but it was nice, right? So I'm waiting to make sure that he gets in the house. And it looked like he walked behind the fence, like through a gate. So I go back there the next day to go and check on this guy to make sure everything was okay. Stephanie can vouch for this. Tell me why when we go by there, there's no gate. There was no gate there for that man to walk through. He just walked through the gate, like through the fence. It was a 6-foot wood fence, and he just walked through it. There was no gate there. So I always said, I wonder if that dude was an angel, because he had really kind words for me at the end. He sobered up, and it's like everybody was driving past this guy. No one stopped. Nobody stopped to check on this man. And when I checked on him and got him up, it was like I was supposed to be the one to find him there. And then I prayed for him. At this time I was heavy in the church, and I was trying to get my life together, to be better, to be right. And that story it's crazy, right? It sounds crazy. Like, yeah, right. Somebody walked through a fence. I'm telling you, wasn't no gate there. But I often wondered about that verse right there. Hebrews 13. Be careful to entertain strangers, because some have unwittingly entertained angels. And I'm like, man, God, did you send that dude to see if I was going to stop? Because all kind of things was going through my head. The same was going through steps. Like, this dude could be a serial killer. This dude could be out of his mind and try to attack me. And we got a baby in the back seat. But I'm like, I can't ignore my humanity and see this brother laying there and me not check to make sure he's alive, because he was not moving. He was like on the floor, like face planted. And then just started talking normal after we prayed. I'll never forget that story. So I say all of that because you never know. You never know who you're talking to. It's like them shows where the boss comes in and works. The boss will come to work and dress like a worker, and nobody's ever met the boss, so they don't know. But they're talking to this person who's got the power over, over their job. He can choose to bless them and give them a promotion, or see that they're horrible and fire them. And they never know who it is that they're talking to until the end. That's how life is. I feel like once this is all said and done, you're going to figure out all the people that you met in your life, and you'll see them all again. Some of them, and this is my belief, I could be wrong, but I believe that you're going to meet some angels, and they're going to be like, yeah, I came to you. I was so-and-so that you never saw me again, but we had one conversation, and you did this kindness. I wanted to see if you was going to do it. So I sent the angel down there to you. Be God telling you that. I wanted to see if you was going, you was going to make this choice. So I sent my messenger down there to you real quick, just to see where your heart was at. I believe that. 100%. God works in mysterious ways, man. God works in some real mysterious ways. And I don't exactly know what angels are, except, I don't know. I think that they exist in a spiritual sense, and I feel like they can take on a physical form. People want to get into like interdimensional beings or whatever you want to call them, but the ones that come and do some good and appear, don't do no harm or nothing like that, man, those are the ones I feel are sent by God. I feel like they still interact with people on a daily basis. On a daily basis, I feel the angels, that come from God, God sends them for a reason. So be careful how you interact with people is the point of this, because you don't know. You never know who that stranger is. You never know who that homeless person is that's been holding that sign and always makes eye contact with you every single time you drive past them. She's always making that eye contact with you. She's always looking directly into you. And it's the same person all the time, right there. Never know. Have an interaction. Talk with them. Give them that dollar. Talk to them. See what they say. You might be blessed. You never know. You might get a piece of information that you didn't have before. You never know. So, yeah, that's it, man. That's what I got. Be careful to entertain strangers. You might just be talking to an angel, and it could change your life. You could get something from it. So, that's really what I got for y'all. I love y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check some of these comments out real quick. Okay. Prayers are powerful, brother, 100%. Maybe nobody saw him. Exactly my point. Maybe nobody saw that man. Maybe nobody saw that man. That is true. Share that. I appreciate you. You believe hearts. If we stay good, we will entertain angels and do well. Yes. Facts. Angels are part of your test. Your upgrade unnecessary for your ascension process. Hey, it's a cool opinion. 100%. Angels are necessary for your ascension. Okay. God bless you, Cash. God bless you right back. All right. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. I hope that you're blessed and you're going out and you're coming in. I hope God's doing amazing things for you and your family. I know he is, because you're here right now and you're alive, which means he gave you life. You got to see another day. So that right there lets me know that you're loved. You're loved by God. For those that didn't wake up this morning, God bless you. And, party it up for us up there. That's all I got for y'all today. I'll be back. This is my Sunday motivation. A little insight, I guess, a little piece of advice. Be kind to people. You never know who you're talking to. I love y'all. I'm gone.